I am making another video about James Charles. This video is about his apology. Let me start off by saying it was absolute dog shit. First of all, why the fuck did he post it on April Fool's Day? He waited so long to post an apology. Why not wait one more day? Wait one more day. Post it the day before or the day after. It's just, so many content creators were doing some type of prank on their audience. Why would he do it on April Fool's Day? That just, from a PR standpoint, seems like a bad idea. I'm waiting a few days to post this, because I waited a few days to film it, to just really think about what my opinion on this video is, to see if I'm being too harsh, and just kind of let the dust settle before I decide to talk about it. My first issue with the video is that he is whispering the entire video. It's kind of weird because that's not what he normally sounds like. I would understand if that's what he normally talks like, but he is like whispering like this kind of the whole video. It's like, I don't know why he's doing that. It comes off as like he's trying to sound sincere, but it's like a very failing effort because that's not his voice. That's not what he sounds like. Also, this is not a criticism about the video. This is a personal grievance. Why did his hair look so flat? It was just, it's kind of like that. That has nothing to do with it. In the beginning of the video, he addresses the allegations and calls them drama and internet scandals when referring to the accusations about him a few years prior. He then says that he's going to hold himself accountable and proceeds to make several excuses right then and there, and continue to make excuses throughout the entire video. After beginning his excuses, he then apologizes to his friends and family, which I don't know why. This is not about them. If he didn't want them to see stuff like this, he shouldn't have done it. He more than once refers to the allegations as embarrassing, which just kind of rubs me the wrong way, because he did something terrible to these people that they're probably going to remember for the rest of their lives, which is something that is wrong and illegal, and he thinks that it's embarrassing for him. He's embarrassed by this, and he's just, that comes off as really selfish, and I don't like it. In the beginning of the video also, he does like that David Dobrik style apology where he's like, it's late, I'm alone, I'm finally alone, there's people in my house constantly. It's just kind of like, you can tell that this was written by a PR team and lawyers, and very heavily scripted. He very quickly went from victim blaming on Twitter to whining about it on YouTube and acting like he's sorry in just days. It's obviously very ingenuine. He doesn't care about this. He doesn't care about what he's talking about, because you don't have a change of heart in a few days. You don't drastically change your perspective on something in a few days. That's just not how it works. He then goes on to talk about how there were 2 victims. I believe there were 6 that came forward recently. So I don't know why he's decided that it's 2. But I guess he just felt like it. I need to sit up straighter. Sorry. He then proceeds to talk about how they lied about their age, which doesn't matter, because if you look at any of them, they're all clearly children. You can't just say, like, oh, this child told me that they were an adult and I believed them. That's not an excuse. James is an adult and he should know better. By saying that they lied to him, he puts himself in the position of a victim and tries to make the audience feel bad for him, when in reality, this is all on him. No one did this to him. He did this. He shows no evidence or proof or screenshots to back up any of his claims of them lying about their age, and then says that he's doing that to be mature because he doesn't want to show screenshots, which, not showing proof doesn't make you mature. If someone's accusing you of something and you are defending yourself and you don't show evidence, that just makes you look guilty, not mature. So I don't know what he's really getting at there. He obviously just doesn't have any evidence that they lied about their age, because I don't think they did. I think that they told him his age or he didn't ask. He describes having sexual contact via the internet with minors as fucking up, which that's not fucking up. Fucking up is spilling a glass of water. This is a crime. The entire video, he's extremely condescending towards the victims. He blames them for contacting him first and lying about their ages, when in reality, that's not an excuse, as they are children, and he is an adult. He calls his actions reckless, which I think really downplays what he actually did. He never says directly what he did in the video, which I think is trying to hide it from people who haven't heard it. Not all of his audience is going to be up to date on everything that's happening on the internet. So if they hear what he says, he makes it sound like it's not a big deal, and they're more likely to forgive him. He then justifies his actions by saying he was desperate for love, which is not an excuse to try to solicit nude photos from minors or to send them nude photos. You can't just say, oh, I was desperate for love. Like, that's not an excuse. That's not helping his case. Like, he's not looking any better. In this video, he says that he's always tried to date guys his age or older, when in videos in the past, he's always said that he doesn't like older guys and that he is usually attracted to younger guys. So I think that was just kind of a lie that his PR team probably wanted him to say. He continues trying to make himself seem like a victim because people supposedly lied about their ages to him, which does not make him a victim. But he plays the victim and then uses really, really vague language the entire time to try to downplay what he did to these boys and make it come off as not as bad as what actually happened. And I think that's just a really shitty thing to do.